Hello, Taurus sun signs, rising signs, and moons. This is your February Horoscope from me, Kim, and Expressions of the Universe. And so I have your stars and cards. We start the month off almost right away with a full moon in Leo. That will be hitting you in your fifth house, which is romance, the pleasure of life, joy, happiness, and also children. So, there will be some changes in that area. It's also saying that you need to bring more joy into your life. You have to enjoy the pleasures in life. Too often, Tauruses are just work, 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 work. I keep hearing that song. Work, 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 work. There needs to be some fire and passion brought into your life, and you have to start to have some more fun. Now, the new moon in Pisces will be on February 23rd, and that will be in your first house. So you will be forced to start new beginnings, and it has to be all about you. I was going to say the self. Um, and you have to put that focus on yourself, with that being in the first house. It's your self image, it's the face that you're showing the world. And I'm thinking that the world is saying we are tired of that grumpy little Taurus bull. Some of you have been putting on a brave face, I'm hearing, and it's really not serving you. So there needs to be a lot of changes in that fifth house and first house. Your animal totem, and I pre shuffled some of these decks to save time. Your animal totem for the month of February, and I love this. It is hummingbird spirit, and it says be here now. And hummingbird spirit always talks to me about the sweetness in life, taking the time to, sip the nectar from the flowers, and that would be the fifth house. So this really aligns very well with the astrology. I love that. Your crystal for the month is, it's grounding and it's smoky quartz. So that's perfect for a Taurus, because often when you are off balance, it could mean that you are not grounded, you're not protected, and you're leaving yourselves open and a little vulnerable. So smoky quartz would be perfect for the Tauruses for this time period. Your Wisdom of the Avalon card, and I love this, and I wrote a blog about this. It's the Wasp, and it's about anger, retaliation, and jealousy. So the one interesting thing about the Wasp animal totem, and you can go read the blog that I had written a while ago at expressionsoftheuniverse.com. So the wasp is one of the few bee-like creatures that can sting over and over and over again when it is annoyed and aggravated. It's a sort of retaliation, and this is depicting anger, and also it's talking about jealousy. I don't know so much about jealousy, because Tauruses really don't have a jealousy, but they will have an arrogance about them when they won't admit that they're jealous of somebody or something that somebody has, or like even free time that's available. They won't admit it. They'll make some kind of snide, sarcastic comment in arrogance, but that is all wasp energy. I want you to focus on being the hummingbird and being sweet and slowing down. And I know Tauruses are good about slowing down when they're not working all of the time. But just, keep this in mind and don't be the wasp. Check out my blog about that. All right, so let's pick some astrology cards and see where your focus is. Oh, that just wanted to fall out. And it is Vesta, and that is about the home and the hearth, making a nest, making your home beautiful. And I'm looking to see, and that could bring a lot of joy. If you're switching some things around, you'll also be changing the energy. The goddess within, it's your sacred spiritual center, and it is your quiet dignity. So I really love Vesta. I always look for Vesta in a chart. All right, so that's at the top. And we're just going to shuffle. I'm going to pick this. And Gemini is your ally for the month, Taurus. Or it could be a Gemini mind, like, open-minded, communicative, opening up your communications. This is the energy to communicate, to be mischievous, lively, witty, and informative. Stimulating exchange is possible. So this is telling me that maybe the Tauruses have been closing themselves off a little bit and they haven't been opening up, and maybe some conversations need to be had. And I'm hearing some Tauruses saying, but I don't feel like socializing. All right. And that's okay, because I get you. I understand that. All right, so let's see what's flanking you. Now, this is a different astrology deck. The cards are all over the place. Well, this one's like clearly sticking out the side, so we'll go with that. And this is a grand trine, and it says blessings are coming your way. If you know me, you know my blogs. I love grand trines. And with the blue color, it's making me think of air. So grand trine and air. And it does go really well with the Gemini card. So air signs are all about communications, thoughts, and ideas. Expanding your mind beyond your little box. And let's see. We have the 5th house of creativity. And that goes perfect with the full moon for you. Yeah, it is your full moon. So that's another point of the 5th house, is it's the house of creativity. But usually when we are igniting our passions and we are living in joy and happiness, or even allowing ourselves the little pleasures in life, that is all creative spark. Okay. So let's see. I have the Naked Heart Tarot deck, and I did already shuffle these, but I'll give them one more quick shuffle. Okay, let's see. We have the 9 of Pentacles, and that's such a great card because this means money, 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 money. But it could also mean that you're just working a little too much. But see that flamingo standing on one leg? It means that you're standing strong. Finances should be good. We shouldn't have any issues, although there are worries for you with finances. But if you think about it, you probably always have enough. And I love this. The 10 of Cups. This is pleasure and happiness. Let me get that up there because this is a really beautiful card. Can you see that? So the 10 of Cups, this is another great luck card. This is abundance, prosperity, but it's all about the heart and the emotions. So I think things should be pretty good. It could be with a Gemini because that's where the card is falling. Now the 10 of Wands is coming up. And this is saying that you are carrying a heavy load and a heavy burden. And it's time to put a rest to it. I think you've been probably working too much. Or carrying such a heavy load, an emotional load. And we can't grow when we are so bogged down. And then the final card is the 3 of Wands. So things will start to pick up. They will grow. This is also making me think of a monkey mind and just flitting from thing to thing to thing, trying to find your place, and you're still really unsure. So we have a mixed bag for you, Taurus, sun signs, rising signs, and moons, but I think it's really good. Positive energy. So until next month, if you like this video, please share it with your friends. Give me a thumbs up. Subscribe, comment, you know the drill. And I'll see you next month. Ah, and I can't turn this off.